This is the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast, and I'm your host, Trudy Simmons from the Daisy Chain Group, providing platforms and opportunities for businesswomen to be seen and heard. This platform is for the women entrepreneurs that want to hear the real stories of what it takes to be yourself and run a business with all the different hats that you might have to wear. Come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses for you to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. These are the platforms to hear and share the stories of the tenacious, the rebellious, and the resilient women that are working towards the future that they build for themselves and their families. Hello and welcome to the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast. And today I am thrilled and excited to introduce you to Elena Daccus from Bossy Heels. Elena, thank you so much for being involved in the podcast and book 5. Please tell us about your business.
Oh, wonderful. So happy to be here. And it's just been a pleasure to co-write this book with you. Yes. So my name is Elena Daccus, and really, what I do is I help coaches, experts, consultants to really stop about 90% of stuff that they're doing right now. That's absolutely draining their soul and not giving them results, and really skyrocket their business. I mean, at least to increase it 10 times with one powerful message and virtual stages, because I believe that's where success for most people listening will be at.
And you spell that out so brilliantly in the chapter in telling people about how you do that with your clients at the moment. But at the beginning, you shared the dream of you at 10 years old that you wanted to be a female leader, and your teacher said to you, the best thing that you can be is a secretary at the local factory. These big dreams are not for you. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, you know what, it was one of those moments in life that you feel like someone's put a huge cap and a brick on your head and all your dreams. I mean, I certainly grew up with all the limiting beliefs and mindset issues you can imagine. I have never been told you can be anything, the world of full of possibilities. Actually, the message I received was quite the opposite. The best thing you can be, the best thing you could be is a secretary at a local factory. And you know, that experience could have defined my life. That story could have defined my life if I allowed it to. But I didn't. You know, fast forward 20 years on, I am on the board of the youngest and the only female across the world's largest boardroom table. And it really goes down to, and this is what the root of my purpose and my big why and what I do. I just want women to be free. I want women to be wealthy. I want all women across the world to run the businesses that they adore and set an example for their children. So that when someone asks, puts a cap on their children and says it's impossible, the children can say, no, that's not. Look at my mom. She did it.
And that is the brilliance of telling stories like this, because you literally, even at 10, whatever age it is, it's about realizing or finding that you do have a choice in what you believe at that point. And you definitely did that. But then through your life and your career, what was the turning point for you to realize that you wanted to create something different for you and your family?
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful question. There was many moments, but I think there was one moment where, when you live your life, and I think a lot of our listeners will associate with this, you live your life, you think the future is so big. There's so much time yet to come. You feel like, well, I won't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, maybe sometime in the future. And there was a moment for me where I literally counted how many summers I have left with my children. I literally counted how many summers I have left with my mom and dad. And it was an absolute shock. I literally fast forwarded my life to when I'm 80 years old. And I'm sitting there on my 80th birthday, surrounded by my family and friends. And at that moment, I realized that the decisions I make now, and the life I lead will define what I look back on when I'm 80. And it's actually not that far away. And that's where everything changed. I truly live now. Every moment I grab it, I go after it, because, this is what I believe. There's no failures, but there is a sense of regret when you're 80.
Absolutely. I love it. I wish that everybody that was listening would actually go and do that and sit down and think, okay, if I'm 80, what do I not want to regret now? Because it's that kind of list that we can make that then creates what we create in the world for ourselves and our families.
Yeah.
What helped you to decide what you were going to help business women with in their businesses?
Yeah, well, the thing is, so you can see my passion always been supporting women. I just believe that female leadership is exactly what the world needs. We need more presidents, CEOs, businesses run by women. And I believe that behind every business that's run by a woman, there's a positive impact. There's a bigger purpose outside of her. And, I believe as a business coach is really what women need and what women struggle the most. And with my journey of 20 years in mergers and acquisitions and buying and selling over 50 companies worth over $10 billion US, I have seen some horror stories. I truly have. I have seen failed businesses that, the founder is trapped within his business, desperately trying to get out, sell it, but can't. And it's just because of the mistakes they made. And really what I've seen, the real reason people fail or the businesses don't succeed is not because, they don't take action or whatever. It's actually lack of cash flow. So what we really need is build a consistent cash flow in all female businesses. Once we create consistent cash flow, the rest becomes easier. You can attract the team, you can invest in ads, you can scale, but we have to sort the cash flow first. And that's what I focus with all my clients, with virtual stages and one powerful message, which I believe is the fastest way to bring that consistent cash flow in women's businesses.
Crikey, this is so important, because even in the way that I talk about things with come to networking events, create your tribe. If you're turning up to networking events and you don't know what that one message is, that one key message for your business, then even in the smallest of businesses, it's hard for the ideal clients to be able to identify you, for you to be able to connect with them. You're absolutely right. And if you get that message right, you get the cash flow right, your business is going to expand.
It's actually, and the beautiful thing about this, like everyone's listening, you're a lot closer to your goals than you think you are. It really doesn't have to be complicated, but you have to be known for that one thing. And that thing needs to be authentic, needs to be rooted in your story. So you never feel like you ever sell, you just tell your story. It's so powerful and so beautiful.
Oh, crikey. If there was one lesson that you would want every entrepreneur to know, what would it be?
Well, there's I think the big one is wealth loves speed. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be creative. You don't have to be the best, but you do have to be fast. You have to act, and you have to act now.
I'm just letting that hang. That was amazing. Wealth needs speed. Okay. I like that.
It truly is.
Action.
It truly is.
Action.
It truly is. The thing is, there's people who are going to be implementing and taking actions immediately, and they would have been trying, experimenting, failing, starting again. And there's people who are still deliberating their first business idea.
Yes. Oh, Elena, we should have the world. What is your favorite business book?
Yeah, I just love everything by Dan Kennedy. So magnetic marketing, and really he's the kind of this foundational person that really helps you create magnetic marketing. So anyone's listening, delve into Dan's world. It's well worth your time.
I haven't heard them, so I will do that. Thank you so much. Elena, this has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. And I look forward to your story being out in book 5.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And also, by the way, I have a podcast as well, Bossy Heels by Elena Daccus. So go and check it out. It has been an absolute pleasure to be part of this book. I'm just so excited for it.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like the video and click the subscribe button for this channel for more inspiration. If you're a businesswoman looking for that community that will support you and lift you up, come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. And for even more inspiration, please go to the link under the video and get your copy of the Shine On You Crazy Daisy series of books with inspirational and motivating stories from businesswomen around the world.